I bought most of the Dorley's rums to blind taste test. These seem like they should be my thing. They're pot and column distilled from Barbados. It's owned by R.L. Seal and distilled at Foursquare Distillery. There's only two that I didn't buy. There is a 3-year and a 5-year. And I didn't buy them because they're only sold here in handles. And I thought these 4 would be enough to try out right now. I tried looking up online if there was any official information about these. I couldn't find much, so I'm not going to parrot what I'm seeing on other websites. Parrot? Speaking of parrots, they each have their own macaw. That's something that Dorley's has done before they were even bought out. The XO 8 and 12 are 43%, and the 14 is 48%. The XO and the 8 actually used to be 40%, and they bumped that up to 43%, so that's good. Now, the only thing I will regurgitate that I found online is that the XO is aged about 6 years. I kind of wish brands would have a website at least for information about their stuff if they don't put it on the bottle. There's really nothing on these bottles or boxes other than the age. Some of them say that they're aged in oak. Now, the prices on these, I think, are very good, and that might be because of Total Wine has an exclusive where in the US that they probably buy the whole stash of these. Now, I'm not sure if that's only in states that have Total Wines. Certain states have their own liquor boards and state run. I don't know if you could get these there. You're probably going to have to go to a Total Wine to find them. But I'm kind of happy with that because the prices seem so good. I don't want to get into the distribution of alcohol. That's really complicated subject. With the Spirits Direct at Total Wine, it's possible that you as a consumer could get a better deal. And of course, Total Wine's going to get a good deal out of it, make more money, but we'll see if these are good value. Just because it's a good price, it has to actually taste good too. The XO is the cheapest. I got it for $22. The 8 was $23. The 12 was $30. And the only one that I'd say is expensive is the 14, which was $52. I'm going to blind taste test them in these Black Glencairns, and I'll give you my honest opinion about them from someone that hasn't tasted any of these before. I'm hoping they're good, but you never know. These have very nice synthetic corks that should help these stay good long term. The corks that are made out of actual cork, they seem like they're good quality, but they're not really what you want because they'll dry out. Once they dry out, the alcohol can just evaporate right through the air. Now to randomize. Let's start here. It smells nice, sweet, a little weak. Doesn't really smell like rum, but I found most of the aged rums, 8 years plus, especially 12 years, doesn't really smell or taste like rum much. It really tastes a lot like bourbon. The sweetness isn't really like a brown sugar or caramel. It's more just a sweetness. What is it? I can smell that it's aged, but it doesn't smell like wood or anything like that. And it doesn't smell that harsh. It has a slight rummy taste, but it's mostly tastes young. Kind of reminds me of like a 4-year-old bourbon, but slightly shifted towards rum and lighter on the flavor than like a good low-aged bourbon. But first impression, the flavor seems pretty light to me. Best to compare it to something else. So I'm going to go straight to the next one. I think Somehow this one might smell lighter. Maybe it smells slightly thinner, but pretty much the same scent. That is a lot softer, but it might have a little more flavor. This is like oily almost, like buttery. It has a longer finish. The finish is a little more oaky. The biggest difference is the texture of it. It's oily compared to like thinner. I think I like this a little better than that last one. But as always, the first one I try, I give at least a second shot. Next up. It's more of the same, but this one might smell a little harsher. Maybe slightly more ethanol. Could be the one that has higher. I don't know if I'm good enough at smelling to pick out a 5% difference in alcohol. They all smell pretty good so far. It's just, there's not much to the smell. The flavor comes and goes really fast. This one's less sweet, and there's a flavor that comes after you swallow. Oaky, like a little bit of wood, a little bitter, sticks around. This one also was fairly oily, like texture. I didn't think it was going to be so hard to pick out differences in these, but so far these three are very similar. Now the last one. It also smells like bourbon to me. I think this one smells less like rum and more like bourbon. This one has flavor. This one seems to have a lot more flavor. It's a much sharper flavor up front and it lingers. It feels like it might be more alcohol too. You could definitely taste that this one is rum, but it does taste a lot like bourbon. Maybe less sweet. This one tastes a little less oily than the middle two, I think. Or feels less oily. There's something harsher. I don't know, harsher? Maybe just it's because it's stronger. I feel like it's stronger and less smooth, but it's got more flavor. And I'm really confused now about if it's got more flavor because it's aged longer or if this is the younger one and the one that I think is smoother and lighter is because it's aged more. I don't think so. I'm leaning towards this is the 14-year, but I wouldn't be completely surprised if I've got that backwards. Going back to the first one, which I think I liked the least, but I might have liked it the least because I'm coming off of not drinking anything, drinking this one first. Now this one smells like brown sugar to me. The flavor is very light now compared to this last one. I think it's a little too light for me for sipping. I think this is more of a mixing rum. This one over here, I remember, was also very light. It smells less like brown sugar. It has more flavor though. It's good. This one is good as I thought. It smells great. Has the strongest flavor. But I'm still not as big of a fan of this as I am of like a Jamaican rum. Jamaican rums have a lot more interesting flavors, and it's called funk, but I like it. It's a funk that you like. So I don't even think it's that great. I think this one's pretty good. I don't know what the chances are of me lining these up in order. I'm feeling that I somehow ended up lining them up in order, with this being the XO, the 8, the 12, and the 14. Sometimes when you age rum, it sort of gets rid of the flavor. but I don't feel like this is more rummy. So I don't think this is the youngest. And this is the order that I like them in also. Least to best. I'll give you my ratings before I find out what they are. Out of 100, this gets a 50. This gets a 53. This gets a 61. And this gets a 70. And I'm just throwing it out there. My guess is that it's from youngest to oldest. So the worst one is XO. Okay. Got it. Next, 12. Okay. Did not get that one. I thought it was the 8. Next is the 8. And the 14 I like the best. A little surprised that I like the 8 better than the 12. Something I read is that it's not the same product, just aged longer. They actually mix different things for each different product. So whatever they're doing with the 8, I like a little better than what they're doing with the 12. I'm not sure if this 12 matches up to other 12-year rums, but the price doesn't either. It's $30. $30 for a 12-year rum is the same as this Costco 12-year Panama rum. I'm not sure if you could buy this still, but I think I like this better than this 12-year rum. But I definitely like it a lot less than the Appleton Estate 12-year rum. But this is $40. So I think for the value, that's going to be the worst of these 4. Value-wise, the 8 is probably the best. It's going to be a good mixer, I think, for tiki drinks. It's only $23. And the 14, $52. I'm not sure if it's good enough for me personally for $52 to be a sipping rum. Around $52, you could get Smith & Cross. I definitely like this better, but I like the weird, funky stuff. So according to my mathematical formula in the spreadsheet, the XO gets a C- for sipping value and a C+ for mixing value. The Dorley's 8-year gets a B for sipping value and an A- for mixing value. The 12-year gets a D+ for sipping value and a C for mixing. And the 14 gets B for both sipping and mixing value. Now, even though it gets a B for sipping and mixing, I think there's better things that you could get for sipping, unless this is the taste profile that you specifically like. I think this is better for mixing. I think this would make an awesome Mai Tai. It's got the flavor to hold up in that drink. The other 3, I wouldn't sip on them. They're too light. They're probably good enough in a cocktail where the rum isn't the main event. For the low price I got for most of these, you can't really complain about it. Have you tried these? Do you think I'm off in thinking that the 8 is better than the 12-year-old? Let me know. I hope you liked the video. I'll see you next time.